A month-long Hometown 2031 project continues tonight. RedstoneAlabama.com's Holly Thrasher looks at a workplace that's really more of a community, the largest employer in our area, Redstone Arsenal.
I'm Holly Thrasher with RedstoneAlabama.com. It's North Alabama's largest employer, providing jobs for more than 30,000 people. It was the place we figured out how to send a man to the moon and has become a federal center of excellence for research. Redstone is invaluable to the community, but it continues to change. So what will it look like in 16 years? What's next for Redstone Arsenal? It's 38,000 acres of property with 19 million square feet of building space, and it's growing. Redstone is more than an Army installation. It's a federal office park, home to the Department of Defense agencies, Marshall Space Flight Center, the ATF, and the FBI, to name a few. Colonel Bill Marks is the mayor of this installation that is really more of a city, and he's in charge of the Redstone Arsenal Master Plan.
We subdivide it down into area development plans, and one of the area development plans is on the north end of the installation that borders the Space and Rocket Center.
This is the future site of Exploration Park.
Where is there a place where Redstone or Team Redstone rallies, comes together at a physical location to have fun?
This blue zone could feature extended biking trails, parks, an amphitheater, and even an aviation and missile research library. And here's the kicker, it would all be open to the public.
We determined that you need to be more interconnected, and to be more interconnected you need to remove barriers, and one of the ways to remove barriers is to pull a fence line back.
Mark says the new fence line will actually come to about right here, right past the intersection of Goss Road and Rideout Road, opening up all of this area to the community.
We can physically connect Goss Road through Goff Road to the backside of the Davidson Center, and that would facilitate traffic for people that just wanted to come play golf.
And ease that notorious congestion at Gate 9. Now we go from opening up the gates on one side of post to building up infrastructure on another.
By 2031, you're going to see FBI will have built out the Hazardous Devices School, where they just announced a $26 million expansion, which builds training sites for the bomb techs that come through.
Mark says other federal organizations are considering Redstone as a potential new home. Who they are, he won't say.
Who knows who else may come, and so because you don't know, you continue to build those essential services and infrastructure to make them more robust and plug-in ready.
Speaking of plug-in ready, with 1,700 prime developable acres, electricity is a precious commodity that must be carefully managed.
Tornado on the ground there.
Mark says the April 27th tornadoes opened his eyes to some big issues.
We're vulnerable in some spots, and I call it vulnerability anytime that you're basing your major power or your major systems off of generators.
Numerous missions at Redstone have not only a national but a global reach, and they simply cannot go offline.
We've got two projects. One's a solar power or a solar field for, to give us 10 megawatts of power, and then another one will be a combined heat and power project.
Construction will begin soon on the new solar field, and the combined heat and power steam plant proposal is out for bid right now. So where does Mark see Redstone Arsenal in 2031? I
think that you would see a larger group of tenants here, and a more interactive, more robust, and as well as more robust in our energy security posture.
Marks tells me that as far as the blue zone is concerned, that will take some investment from the community, but says he has had several promising talks with local leaders. You can hear more of what Colonel Marks had to say during our interview right now. It's on RedstoneAlabama.com and Hometown2031.com.
And our Hometown 2031 project continues tomorrow. On First News Morning, the future of the Huntsville Police Department. Then at 5, the future of the Madison Police Department. And at 10, we look at BRAC concerns. And you can see all of our reports at Hometown2031.com.